skip, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
What? Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls. Roosevelt High School in the southwestern corner of Sioux Falls, in the corner of 41st and Sertoma. Brian Oakland along with Caleb Brozick running camera. Live video streaming is available. You can watch this game and hear it on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com or on GoGovs.live. We just heard from Comtech, Communication and Electronic Services and Sales, the lower truck bypass in Pierre. They will sponsor our opening tip coming up in just a little bit. Starting lineups have yet to occur on the floor, so let's give you an idea of what's to come. Once again, finally the 10 seed, and I'm sure we'll have a road game when the Governors play the Sodak 16, and that is slated for next Saturday, March 2nd. Right now, the Governors as a 10, 14 pounds. I'm trying to think of them. Ireland Templeton at 145, Abigail Lewis at 152. They are in the finals, which will be coming up tomorrow. And for the Governor boys, Gable Uhrig won by a disqualification of his opponents in the semifinals. And he is in the finals, but he did have some concussion symptoms. We don't know if he'll be able to wrestle tomorrow. Tristan Spencer at 138 is in the finals tomorrow. Lucas Chamberlain at 165 is in the finals, as is Chance Sarda at 190, and E.J. Bucci also with upset wins for some of those guys, but big wins. And the Governors right now still looking up at Sturgis, and they're still the team to beat, the Scoopers, but it's a lot tighter than I think anybody expected. Right now I'm looking at a total of Sturgis at 170.5, Pierre at 150. That was a 9.5 point difference, 159.5 to 150, but the fourth round wrestlebacks are still going on, and apparently Sturgis has some wins in that round. We are underway here, or just about to be, the Comtech opening tip, brought to you by Comtech in Pierre. Cade Kaiser will jump center against Akeem Moko of Sioux Falls Roosevelt. The Rough Riders in home white with the gold numbers and trim, and I think they're trying to get the music to stop. There's music going on. Well, we're just going to get started. Moko actually will wait for it to come down. The music comes to an end, and the Rough Riders have that Comtech opening tip. Rough Riders in white with the gold numbers and trim. Governors are out in their road blacks. Here's a pass to Ishmael. Nasser Ishmael will step inside the arc up to the free throw line and put a shot up and in. A little mid-range jumper puts Roosevelt on top, 2-0. And again, we'll see the pace of play from Roosevelt and see if the Governors have any problems with that. It seemed like they had problems with the transition capabilities of the Jefferson Cavaliers in their last ball game on Tuesday. A pass to Cade Kaiser, lobbed too far, and underneath the basket. Kaiser's attempt to save is thrown into the hands of Isaiah Garang. Here's Ishmael for three, but it's up no good this time. Kaiser rebounds. Now the Governors go left to right. In road black, Olsen to the paint. He'll give it off to Kaiser. Shot is up no good, but Jet Zabel will come down with an offensive rebound. And then the kick out. And the two is up and good for Dawson Getz. And we are tied at 2-2. Ishmael on the near side, passes across the way. Logan Nielsen drives around the defense. There's a good screen set up, and Nielsen makes that look easy. Rough Riders on top, 4-2. In the backcourt, the Governors will get it up to half court, but Zabel stops immediately, and that was kind of a dangerous place, even though he got rid of it. Now has it back. Right side up top. Zabel drives, tries to scoop it up and around Moko. Shot won't go. The rebound down to the Riders. This is Garang. Now to Nielsen, looking to drive again. Zabel, or rather, yep, that's Zabel cutting a pass off. The Governors will take it away. Zabel on the other end is up and off the glass and good. The assist to Luke Olsen, and Jet Zabel's first two on the board. We've got a 4-4 tie, 2 minutes in. So far, Governors playing right with the speed and the pace of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. And now we've got a blocking foul on the floor on Cade Kaiser as Hayden Goff tried to drive around him from the top of the key. First whistle and foul of this game goes to Kaiser. Student body reminding Kaiser of what he can and cannot do with a few claps, and Kaiser trying to get a block of Goff off the inbound. And Cade seems to always have a different opinion every time he gets whistled, but he's got two quick fouls here. And Cade Kaiser gonna have to be careful here. 5:45 to play quarter number one. It's 4-4. Hayden Goff gets two free throws, does not get the first one. The Governors will send in Ty and Bus. Kaiser will check out. Ty and Bus, the 5'10 senior. His daddy Darris used to be a basketball coach here at Roosevelt. Goff gets the second one. Roosevelt leads 5-4, 1 out of 2 for Hayden Goff. Getz and Bus playing catch. Getz will get across the timeline now. And Bus will try to set things up. High screen from Olsen. Nobody home left side. He goes back to the near side right, and it's taken away by Nielsen. But Bus causing enough of a problem, and Logan Nielsen unable to get the layup. Now a loose basketball. Here's Getz with it. Shot is up, and that rims in and out. No good. Doyle will knock a pass away out of bounds. Tough break for Dawson Getz as that one rimmed in and out. Cade Kaiser checking back in, and Dawson Getz, or check it, Ty and Bus coming back out. Still early first quarter, 5:13 to play. As a quick shot in the half-court offense. Goff is off the front of the rim looking for three. It's no good. Nielsen with the rebound, but his pass is stolen by Jet Zabel. Two takeaways for Zabel. Now Olsen, outside Miles Doyle. Up to Olsen again. The Governors will slow it up a bit. Zabel drives, kicks out, falls down. Olsen has it out on the wing. On the near side, Olsen into the paint. Ishmael right there with him, and now Doyle down the lane has it knocked away, and it's out of bounds with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Pierre will inbound from the left side of the key. To our right, Olsen looking for somebody to get open. He'll push it up to Zabel on the top of the key. Zabel starts his drive, loses the dribble. It's picked up by Ishmael. Nasser Ishmael goes the distance, but the layup is no good, and the rebound controlled by Miles Doyle. The Governors have it back. They dodge a bullet there. Here is Kaiser inside from Zabel, and the Governors have their first lead as Cade Kaiser kisses it off the glass, and it's good for 2. 6-5 Pierre. Here, quarter number 1. Ishmael, right side up top, over to Nielsen. Inside it goes to Moko. Jump hook is up, but it will not go. Zabel has the rebound, and Pierre can look to get another one here to add to a 1-point lead past the halfway point of quarter number 1. Mid-range jumper, Kaiser comes up way short, but Olsen catches it underneath to keep it alive. Of course, the shot clock will continue to run as we hit 15 in the possession. Gets, steps back, 3 ball off the front of the rim. It goes off the backboard, but comes back too strong, and it's no good. Goff down with a rebound. Still 6-5 Pierre, 3.5 to play in the first period. Goff through Garang around to Nielsen. Now he gets underneath the baseline. Back to Goff, but he cannot hit the shot on the runner down the lane. Kaiser walks it across the time stripe, left to right. 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Here's Getz to the cutter, Luke Olsen. Trying to keep it alive in among the trees. He'll find Zabel, and Jet Zabel from about 7 feet. It's up and good, and the Governors with 4 unanswered as they lead 8-5. Screen and roll, Moko underneath. Zabel got a hand on the ball as he was going up with it. That alters the shot. Moko no good. Olsen with the rebound. Luke's got it back. Governors will try to get one of those turkeys that Coach Brianna Kuzler talks about. They got a bucket, they got to stop. They got a bucket, they got to stop. They have a chance to get another bucket here, and there it is. Luke Olsen to the baseline. Puts it back in the middle of the lane. Jet Zabel has his 3rd field goal, and Pierre leads 10-5. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a turkey. Kind of like in bowling, 3 strikes in a row. That's a good thing. Here is Garang for 3. He'll stop the run for the Governors. The feed from Logan Nielsen, and Isaiah Garang has his first bucket of the night. 10-8, Pierre by a deuce. Pressure shown, full court. Govs will have to hurry. Kaiser across to Olsen just in time. Now set it up in the half court. Olsen still with Ishmael staring him in the face. Olsen drives and scores, and there's a foul as well. Well, the right side of the lane just cleared out for Luke Olsen. He started left, cut across against Ishmael. And it is Ishmael called for the foul, I believe. Yep, there they just put it up. And that is the first team foul for the Rough Riders. They didn't put the basket down for Olsen yet, but they should. It should be 12-8 right now. Olsen to finish a 3-point play. Shot is up and good. Few bounces on the rim, but it finally falls. Now 13-8. Scoreboard is updated. Few subs in here for Roosevelt. We'll get acquainted with a few. Tayden Nave, 6'3" senior, is in there. One of the other players just checking in, 24, Jamray Tiger. Shot up no good from 3-point range. And the Governors down with a rebound. Cooper Terwilliger is in there. Ty and Bus back in. Eladio Simmental on for the first time as well. Here is Simmental, right side left, or the elbow jumper, but it's up no good. Garang with a rebound. Govs by 5. We got a blocking foul here that'll go against Ty and Bus, and Hayden Goff lays it up and in with a right hand on the left side. Finger roll is good. Goff to the free throw line, and Bus a little surprised by the call. His first personal. That makes it 13-10. Luke Olsen had a 3-point play. Goff can get one of his own right here with a free throw. And the single is in and out. No good, and Kaiser had it, but then Nielsen appeared to perhaps tip it away from him. Governor fans thought so as well, but it'll still be Rough Rider basketball. A 3-point Governor lead, 1 minute to go. We're in the first quarter. And off of the inbound, shot underneath, will not go. It's in and out for Tayden Nave. Terwilliger rebounds. Governors push it up the floor. Here is Olsen on a crossover. Back to Bus. Tie into Olsen again. Olsen Gets around Tiger, dumps it underneath, pretty pass, and it's up and good for Eladio Simmental. The Governors lead by 5. 30 seconds to play in the first. Tiger will get it back from Hayden Goff. Now they'll, not come near side. Now they do. It's Elijah Johnson, a 5'8" senior in. Shot clock and game clock separated by about a second. Here's Nielsen pulling up on the baseline. Good shot. 10-footer is good. 15-12. Govs will push it ahead. 5 seconds to go. Buss kicks out. Simmental back to Buss. He'll force one up, and that'll come up short. Didn't really have a lot of time to get a good shot up, but the Governors with a good first quarter of play here at Sioux Falls. Roosevelt on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. It's Pierre 15, Roosevelt 12 scoreboard. Brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We pause for 60 seconds. Quarter number 2 is coming up next. You're listening to Governor Basketball and your official voice of the Governors River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Back in Sioux Falls, the Governors of the first possession of the second period, and Jet Zabel doing well in the lane from mid-range as he's got a 4-for-4 night going. First shot of the quarter is up and good, and the Governors lead 17-12. Brian Oakland welcoming you back. Colby Carey in studio, Caleb Brozick outside for camera duty for live ticket. On the move here, Jemray Tiger floats one off the glass. It's up and good. And again, Ty and Buss thinking he maybe had straight up defense, but he'll be called for the foul, and Tiger will put the field goal down with a chance at a three-point play. 17-14, Buss picking up his second personal. He and Cade Kaiser both with 2. Tigers free throw is good. And we've got a 2-point game. 30 seconds gone. Here into the second period, 17-15. Governors shoot 7 of 14 in that first quarter of play. Dawson drives, misses, gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in, and he is fouled and will have a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Of course, Dawson very accustomed to getting them from distance. This time made a play off the dribble. And then the second chance basket is good. The free throw is good, and it's 20-15. The Governors counter with a three-point play of their own. Logan Nielsen to the baseline, kicks it back out near side. Jemray Tiger, Nasser Ishmael. Back to Nielsen again it comes. Carson Hoynes, a 6'3 sophomore, has checked in. Here's Ishmael, top of the key. Around Olsen, and the drive. Left-hander will not go, though. Zabel rebounds for the Governors. Govs in black tonight. Left to right, Kaiser will bounce it down to Getz on the baseline. He'll bring it back out on the wing near side. 6:40 to go, quarter number 2. Here's Olsen with it, still dribbling, but Ishmael gets a hand on it. Now we've got a scuffle. And it'll be Rough Rider basketball as the jump ball is induced. Third turnover it'll be for the Govs. 20-15. And not sure if, Isaiah Garang checking back in, it appears, for Roosevelt. Here's Hoynes to Goff, now back to Ishmael. Near side, Garang against Getz, and Dawson Getz picks his pocket. Dawson trying to win the race, and he does, to the other end of the floor. Ishmael cut in front of him, but Dawson kept the dribble alive, gets the layup, and now Ishmael feeds up the other end, right to left, and underneath the basket is Logan Nielsen. He will score. 22-17. Getz open for three. Bingo! Dawson Getz, you can't give him time nor the space. He'll make you pay. And Dawson with 7 in the quarter now. Make it 8 in the quarter. And that's the difference for Pierre. 25-17. Ishmael wants 3 of his own. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Goff going for the loose basketball. Can't get it. Simmental with a rebound. And here's Zabel. A little bit out of control. Doesn't get that layup attempt. Rebound down to the Rough Riders. Ishmael quickly up the floor. And he will score. Nasser Ishmael. He's a good floor general, very good point guard, very experienced one at that. I think he's a third-year starter running the point for these Rough Riders. Here's Kaiser, far side Simmental. Now Getz steps back, but Garang is there with him. Now off to Simmental through the lane, and he can't get the reverse layup. That one rims in and out. Goff with the rebound, 25-19, Pierre by a half a dozen. 4:55 to go, we're in the second quarter. Pierre led 15-12 at the end of one. Nice look, Ishmael underneath, and this is Carson Hoynes. He'll kiss it off the glass, up and good for 2, and it's a 4-point Governor lead. Zabel across the timeline, out to Simmental. Kaiser can't reach the pass, it's into the backcourt, and the Governors with turnover number 4. Dawson Getz will catch a break. Miles Doyle is back in. I get the sense that Getz probably, and maybe the Governors can't afford for Getz to take long breaks, but this one is a fast-paced game. We've had a lot of scoring so far. 25-21. Pierre on top by 4. Again, the Governor girls game hosting Roosevelt is on KGFX. 1060 AM. 103.1 FM. Here's Ishmael, top of the key, wants to drive, and the left-hander is up and good. That's his dominant side, so very good play there for Ishmael. He has 6 points, and it's 25-23. Suddenly, 6 in a row scored by the Rough Riders. Here's Doyle for 3 on a skip pass from Zabel. Miles too strong, but Zabel pulls it back down. Catching it on the fly. Now, Jamray Tiger with a steal. Up against Simmental, and they'll call a foul on Simmental, and the shot is up and good for Jamray Tiger. And a chance at a 3-point play. Simmental running with his arms straight up in the air, and I mean, he's trying to sell the fact that he's straight up, but I guess if you get him with a little bit of the hip check, maybe that's what they saw. That bucket ties this game when it was 25-17. Now it's 25-25, and Roosevelt has a chance to take the lead. Tigers' free throw is good. 2 3-point plays here for Jamray Tiger. And the Rough Riders lead by 1, 26-25. Govs could use a basket here at the 3:45 mark of quarter number 2. Kaiser on the near side, down to Olsen on the wing. Back out to the elbow, crosses over. Luke Olsen can't get the left-hander to go. Maybe he's looking for a foul. It's up ahead for the Rough Riders, and there's the whistle. Akeem Moko fouled in the act. And this foul will go to Miles Doyle, his first, and the Governors' 5th in the game, but only their 3rd in the quarter. So Moko, the 6'5" junior, shoots a pair. Good stroke on the first one. That is good. His first point of the game. Garang will check out. Logan Nielsen is in. Sawyer Sonnenschein going to check in for the first time. He was hindered by some illness on Tuesday night, but I asked him tonight, how you feeling? He said, pretty good. And we'll hope that to be the case. 3:29 to play as Roosevelt, with Moko shooting another one, and that's good. Roosevelt has now run off 10 unanswered points. Kaiser will get one inbounds to Simmental. Governors will work it across the time stripe. Simmental stops his dribble. He feeds to Kaiser, and you know Kaiser's going to look for a foul on this, but a clean block by Moko. It is out of bounds. The Governors still have it. Inbound on a lob out to Terwilliger. Now Moko will run him over. There's a whistle and a foul. And the Governors will inbound out near the scorer's table. Moko's first personal, second team foul for the Rough Riders. Gets in, Simmental out in the play stoppage. 3:16 left in the first half, 28-25, Rosie. Olsen setting things up. Gets it to Sonnenschein on the right side. Now up to Kaiser, back to Sonny. Sawyer puts it on the floor. Here's Olsen again. 3-minute mark of the second. Olsen looking for space. Floater is up and good on the drive. Luke Olsen over the big fellas with that floating shot. He has 5. 10-0 run finally ended by the Governors. It's 28-27. Here's Moko to Ishmael. Switching off, and Terwilliger loses Moko. Ishmael feeds, and Akeem Moko is good for 2. Off the glass, 30-27. Olsen across. Set up the half court. Good ball game. I like what I'm seeing from the Governors in this game. Roosevelt, a very good team. Power ranking wise, the 4th best team in South Dakota. Here goes Kaiser to the rack, and he will be fouled. And as he hits the mat on the wall under the basket, he'll get help up from Dawson Getz. He'll go to the free throw line. Check the foul that goes to Ishmael, his second. Kaiser to get a pair from the stripe. Clock stopping with 2:12 to play in the second. First one for Cade is good. Terwilliger will check out. Jet Zabel is back in. We see Tayden Nave back on for the Rough Riders. As Akeem Moko gets a break, 30-28. Cubs trailing by 2. Kaiser's second free throw is in and out, no good. That's the first miss in 4 attempts for the Governors. And the rebound down to Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Out to the right side, a bounce pass to nobody. Tayden Nave thought he may have had Hayden Goff, I believe, out there, but maybe he zigged and he should have zagged, and that is turnover number 4 for the home team. 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter, 30-28. Cubs led by 3 at the end of 1. They led by 8 earlier in this quarter before a 10-0 rally for the Rough Riders, but Pierre hanging with them since. To the 1:45 mark now. And 15 on the shot clock. Kaiser will find Dawson Getz, who is back in there now. Dawson with a jump pass down to the left corner. Olsen checks his footing. Shot is up, no good. Rebound is tipped to Roosevelt. Quickly up the floor, Jemray Tiger. Quick with the dribble. It's a sprint up the floor, even with the dribble. Tiger scores the coast-to-coast layup, 32-28. The Rider lead back to 4. Sonnenschein gives it up to Olsen. He'll back it out a bit. Elijah Johnson back in there defending against Olsen. Here's a foul against Zabel. He scores, and we'll have a chance at a 3-point play. Jet Zabel playing a strong game inside so far. Really on both ends of the floor. He's getting his points, but he's getting his rebounds as well. Foul goes to Nave for the Rough Riders. First free throw of the night for Jet Zabel is good. He's got 11 points to lead Pierre. Cubs are back within 1, 32-31. We're under a minute to go in the second period. And the pass to Tiger is tipped but missed. Zabel up the floor. Olsen can't get a finish. Dawson Getz offensive rebound. He is blocked on the way back up. And the Governors will come up empty. So it's Rough Rider basketball again. Johnson inside, Nave. Outside, Hayden Goff, and he'll bury a 3. Second 3 of the game for Roosevelt, and they lead by 4 again, 35-31. The Govs probably feel like they should have had 2 on the other end. Instead, they give up 3, and that's what you call a 5-point transition. Steal by the Rough Riders of a Simmental pass, but Goff will not get the rebound, or the layup. Olsen rebounds, but now Nielsen steals the long pass up ahead, and he will drive against two Governors and score. Letting them play now. At the buzzer, Zabel for three on the run is no good, and Roosevelt has their biggest lead here suddenly as we go to halftime. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's a 25-point second quarter for Sioux Falls Roosevelt. At intermission, Roosevelt 37, the Governors 31. That's your scoreboard, brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Let's take a 3-minute break. We'll come back with it's time for our Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial halftime break. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Dano's Marine in Fort Pierre is your one-stop shop for all things boats and watercraft. They are your local Vexus and Alumacraft boat dealer, some of the best boats on the water. Dano's also offers a full line of services to maintain your boat out of the water so you can enjoy more time on the water. Their certified technicians proudly service Yamaha, Mercury, and Everroot motors. Stop in today to visit about your next watercraft. Dano's Marine, proud sponsor of Pierre and Fort Pierre athletics and events.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Refined design, remarkable capabilities. The Ford Edge at Capital City Ford delivers everyone and everything in style and comfort. Bold and aggressive on the outside, lavish with lots of tech on the inside. This SUV does a whole lot more than haul groceries. Travel with confidence when purchasing your all-new Ford Edge from Capital City Ford. And for a limited time, qualified buyers can purchase at 1.9 APR for 72 months. Check out the full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
The word cooperative means working together for a common purpose. At Actegra Cooperative, we are dedicated to supporting the success of our farmers and the health of our communities for generations to come. Rooted in our communities, Actegra strives to instill dedication, determination, and integrity in everything we do, and that includes inspiring the next generation of agricultural leaders. The word
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website dimmickdairy.com or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
This is for all you DIY customers out there. All 9 Rosenberg locations are offering 15% off You Can Do It promotion on residential riding lawnmower belts, blades, and home maintenance kits now through May 15th, 2024. Rosenberg Implement wants all their DIY customers to feel confident and prepared for the upcoming mowing season with the maintenance parts you need to get your equipment in shape. Take advantage of Rosenberg's DIY promotion and save 15% on riding lawnmower belts, blades, and home maintenance kits now through May 15th, 2024. Some exclusions do apply.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Sioux Falls, Washington leading Rapid City Stevens in the first half, 16-5. Check those scores a little bit later on. Meanwhile, Governor Girls wrestling lead over Canton. Going into the placing matches tomorrow is 128-127. The Governor boys have fallen behind Sturgis a bit. Fourth round wrestlebacks were good to the Sturgis Scoopers. Not quite so good because not as many wrestlers competing in that round for the Governors. It's 180.5 to 155. Sturgis with a bit of a lead. Well, Cade Kaiser attempts on a bit of an alley-oop to start the half. No good, but a Luke Olson takeaway. The Governors coming back. Governors moving right to left. Here on our close end, and as Olson feeds inside to Jet Zabel. Shot will be up, no good, but he'll go to the free throw line. He'll pick up a foul against Akeem Moko. Yes, I want to say Moto because of the old Motorola commercials, but it is Moko. And Jet Zabel will get the first point of the second half. Free throw is good. Shooting 2. Roosevelt in home white, left to right in the second half. The Governors in black tonight. And heading right to left. Line drive is up, no good for Zabel. I believe it was Hayden Goff down with a rebound. 37-32, our score. This cough is still bugging me. It's just not going away. Logan Nielsen, 15-footer off the right elbow, no good. Moko unable to handle the rebound. Miles Doyle does. And the Governors have it back. Here's Zabel in traffic. Jump hook is up and good. Give Doyle the assist here, and Jet Zabel, if he can continue to do that, he was very good at that in the first half with 5 field goals, all in the lane. Here's Moko on a backdoor cut, but the layup too strong from the left side, and Doyle down with another rebound. Here's Kaiser, but his pass out to Zabel slips out of his hands. Actually, it's tipped. That makes sense. And the Governors will have it from in front of the pep band. 3-0 for the Governors so far since halftime, and a 6-point deficit cut in half. 37-34 with a chance for a little more. Here's Doyle. He's going to drive. Shot is blocked, but Zabel has it. Zabel not up high enough on the way back, but the rebound for Doyle, and the third chance as Miles Doyle kicks out to Dawson Getz, who hits a 3, and we are tied. 37-37. As the Governors score the first 6 of the second half, now Doyle comes up with a steal. Down on the baseline. 2 minutes gone by. Zabel left alone. He'll pull up at the free throw line. Olsen up in the air, and he puts it back up and in without bringing it back down. 8 in a row for the Governors, and they lead again. 39-37. 5:40 to play, third quarter, a long way to go. Nasser Ismail with it. Hayden Goff top of the key against Kaiser. Back to Ishmael, fakes the 3. Goes around Zabel, and he puts it up and in, and there will be a timeout called by Mitch Begman and the Rough Riders. First timeout of the game. Timeouts in our broadcast are brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling. I've got a Coke myself. Maybe you can get one too. Be back in 30 seconds. It's 39-39, early third quarter. This is Governor basketball.
Titan Machinery is actively hiring service technicians to our Case IH team in Highmore, Miller, and Pierre. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make upwards of 6 figures. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, free single health care, and a generous tool allowance. For more information, log into titanmachinery.com/careers or contact Titan Machinery, your Case IH dealer, at 701-356-0130.
What if we said
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
That maybe they didn't match up so well against in Jefferson and Mitchell their last 2 games, but you really got to like what you're seeing from the Govs so far here to close out the regular season. 39-39 against what Roosevelt team that I would consider to be one of the top teams in the state. Here's Kaiser to Zabel and a beautiful alley-oop. Jet from in front of the bucket floats it up and through. 41-39, Pierre back by 2. 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Elijah Johnson is checked in out of that timeout. Here comes Hayden Goff down the lane, and Miles Doyle gets a hand up there to block it. Out of bounds. Total denial by Miles Doyle, who's having a great third period so far. 17 on the shot clock coming off of the inbound. They get it into Carter Hoynes as he is checked in. Now Goff to Nielsen. Back to Goff again. Back to Nielsen. The Governors switch off defensively. Zabel up in Hoynes' face. Now Goff for 3, and it's good. Boy, the Governors were in their face, but the Rough Riders were not rattled. Goff has his second long one of the night. He has 9 points in the game. 42-41, Rough Riders take the lead again. At 4 ties, that's our 4th lead change. Here's Getz for a deep 3 off of the top of the key. It's no good. Nielsen is down with the rebound. He'll slow it up across the timeline. 42-41 home team. Isaiah Garang dribbling, baseline, kicks it out. Nielsen wants 3 in the corner, comes up a little bit short. Luke Olson there for the rebound. Governors quickly up ahead. Kaiser is fouled. Zabel put that extra pass across the lane. Kaiser on the cut. We'll go to the free throw line, and Carson Hoynes. Hoynes with his first personal. 3:56 to go. Third quarter. Kaiser will eye the mark. First of 2 is off the front of the rim, no good. Mentioned with Coach Kuzler in the pregame conversation that maybe this game could have the resemblance of the Governor game that they played up in Bismarck this year. Fast-paced team, and I'd say that we're not that far off on that prediction. Kaiser will try again. The cheerleaders and company will try to rattle him, and, well, it's in and out, no good. Rebound down to Isaiah Garang. And the Rough Riders maintain that 1-point advantage. At 3:45 to go, third quarter. Crossover for Jamre Tiger, and it's Simmental with the block shot. Up the floor quickly. Zabel, nope, he didn't have enough oomph to get it up over the rim. But the Governors still playing some pretty good defense. But they still trail 42-41, trying to get another stop here. Goff back to Garang. Left side, Tiger. Down to Hoynes. Now it's Garang back to Hoynes. Fakes the 3, but the sophomore skips it across. Goff wants another one. That one's in and out, no good. Zabel gets the rebound. Wants to move quickly, but he'll slow it up. Hayden Goff was trying to heat up. 3 minutes to go. Olson, and he is blocked by Goff. Olson tried to make a great play, but Hayden Goff makes the play instead. Now Olson off of the loose ball trips up a would-be defender, and he'll be called for his first personal foul. First foul for the Govs in the second half, or in the third quarter as it is. Check it, that's his second personal for Luke. 2:55 to play. Ty and Buss will check in, and Jet Zabel out. And for Roosevelt, Nasser Ishmael is back on. And Taden Nave comes in for the first time in the second half as well. Quick fire three, and it's good. Another one for Hayden Goff. He appears to be ready to shoot as soon as he gets a pass thrown to him. Hand in face or not. Goff has hit 2 in the quarter, and he just about had 3. The other one rattled halfway down and back out. Here's Dawson Getz to Ty and Buss. Buss on the move, takes it to the top of the key. Now to Eladio Simmental. Over to the right side, Dawson Getz. Shot clock at 12. Here's Buss to Olson. He'll have to fire a long one off the glass, much too strong, and Roosevelt will board. Ishmael with it, up across to Garang. Fumbles the pass, but comes down with it. 45-41, Roosevelt leading. Goff didn't get the space to shoot that time. Ishmael against Getz, now back to Goff. 15 on the shot clock. Tiger with a quick fire three. Rainmaker, good. That one came out of the rafters, and Jemray Tiger, a scoring threat off the bench for the Rough Riders, and the Governors will need a timeout. The biggest lead of the night for Roosevelt was 6 at halftime, 37-31. The Governors came back, took the lead. Now it's the Riders with their newest biggest lead of the game, 48-41. We take a 60-second timeout called by the Govs, brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre, and we're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Bank isn't a place to lock up money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us, broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Kaiser, he'll spin and float down the lane and lay it up and in with a left hand. The Governors get a good start out of that timeout. 48-43. We're at 1:25 to go, third quarter. Pass underneath goes to Nave. He'll back away from Zabel and put it up and in. Nice play and a tough shot for Tatum Nave. He has his first 2 of the game. Kaiser right to left across the timeline on the cutter to Dawson Getz. And Getz will get his first basket from inside the arc of the second half. He's got 5 in the quarter, 15 in the game. 50-45. We got a good one going. Final minute here in the third period, rather. Hayden Goff on the move around Kaiser. He'll get the leaner up and in. Goff with 8 in the quarter. And he has 14 now, 52-45. Here is Zabel, muscling up against Nave. He'll draw the contact and go to the free throw line. Sometimes sometimes Jet Zabel plays like that. He just tries to force things up a little bit, but it's all about physicality, and he is trying to draw contact. This time it works. And Zabel at the free throw line, and he gets the first of 2. Foul on Nave will be his second. I don't believe anybody's in real foul trouble at all here at this stage of the game. I don't think anybody has more than 2 fouls. Zabel 2 for 2 on the trip to the stripe, and it's 52-47. The shot clock is off for the Rough Riders to close out the third period as we come down to the 22nd mark. Tiger back out, far side. Hayden Goff. Zabel got a hand in the air to deny a 3-point attempt. Reset for the Rough Riders. Here's Ishmael around Olson. He wants to drive, and he gets it to go. Ishmael seemed to stumble a bit. 3 seconds left. Kaiser gets, shot is good at the buzzer. And the Governors close it out, but it's a Roosevelt Rough Rider lead still. It's cut to 5 at 54-49 as Dawson gets with that buzzer beater. Good ball game going, but that's the score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We pause for 60 seconds. Quarter number 4 is next. This is Pierre Governor basketball.
Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
The Rough Riders 18-17 in the third. Still trailing by 5 as it turns out. Rough Riders with the first possession of the fourth period. Nasser Ishmael will leave one outside with John Ray Tiger. Tiger reigns in his second 3 of the second half. This young man has 14 points off the bench, along with Hayden Goff in the starting lineup to lead the Rough Riders. Dawson gets with 17, Jet Zabel with 18, the Governor leaders in scoring. Now a foul on the floor, a little hip check against Luke Olson. And Isaiah Garang with his first personal. Both teams with 1 now here in the fourth quarter. 57-49 Roosevelt. Rosie 13-6 on the season. The Governors are 10-9. Here's Kaiser. Oh, nice play for Kaiser. Baseline got closed off by Hayden Goff, but he jumped back to where he had a good angle to shoot it off the glass. He makes it. Cade with 7 in the ball game. 57-51. Ishmael gets around the defense and lays it up and in on the right side with the left hand. 59-51 back to 8, and Tiger will take it away from Dawson Getz. Jamray Tiger a little out of control. Luke Olson got back defensively. Rebound down here to Eladio Simental. Here with it. Getz on the move, stops at the free throw line, steps back. That one's halfway down, and it comes back out again. Rebound down to Tiger. For the Rough Riders, still leading by 8 at 59-51, 6.5 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Governor Girls got off to a fast start against the Roosevelt Girls at Riggs High Gym. That one's on KGFX. Olson with a steal of the dribble. Taking it away. Here's Zabel, and an offensive foul is going to be called. Dawson lowered the shoulder a little bit. Hayden Goff took the charge. And what's going on here? You cannot be telling me they called a technical foul on Jet Zabel here. Everybody started moving the other way and nobody was doing anything, but it doesn't appear to be a technical foul, but I don't know what the delay was. It was an offensive foul against Jet Zabel. That's his first personal foul, but a turnover for the Governors. And now Hayden Goff is fed on the give and go from Logan Nielsen. And Goff will score the basket. The first 10-point lead of the night for either team, and it belongs to the home team. 61-51, 6 minutes to play here in the big town. On the move is Olson. He'll feed across the lane. It's to Dawson Getz. Another another layup to Getz, and another timeout here for the Governors with 5:49 to play. We'll take a Coca-Cola break in the action. Let's take 30 seconds this time. We're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Briggs Trucking. Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
In the finals, and we'll have all of those matches with live streaming as well on the KGFX page of drgnews.com. Hope you can join us for that. And there will be other area wrestlers from Central South Dakota in the finals as well, most in the Class B ranks. Nasser Ishmael loses the dribble coming back out of the timeout. Jet Zabel up the court. And he will have it knocked away out of bounds. Pierre will have it down on the baseline to our left. But right down in front of us as we're on this end of the court. Inbound to Kaiser. Into Zabel. Shot is up. It will not go. It rolled on the rim. He is fouled. He'll get free throws. Ishmael going to pick up number 3, but that is 2 for the Rough Riders here in the fourth quarter. 5:22 to play in regulation, and still an 8-point Roosevelt lead. Zabel with the left hand. Shot is up and no good. He is 4 out of 6 on the line. Taden Nave out. Starter Akeem Moko in for the man in the middle. Zabel will try one more, and it is good. Good shooter's touch. Zabel's 19th point of the game to tie Dawson Getz for game-high honors. 2 double-figure scores for the Govs. Roosevelt has 3. There's one of them, and he is Hayden Goff, fed by Jamre Tiger. Goff, a good player, 63-54. Roosevelt leads. Plenty of time left, 5 minutes. The Governors just need more offensive consistency. Maybe some good things continually happening on the defensive end, too. Here's Getz. Might have got away with the travel there, but gets it back to Olson. Olson penetrates. Now Kaiser from the free throw line, rimming one in and out. No good. Simmental, offensive rebound. Pierre will have another opportunity. On the move, Zabel fouled again as he ends up on the floor. Moko has the look of all ball, but they say they push, and Akeem Moko with his 3rd personal. Jet Zabel back to the stripe for 2 more. Chance for points without time running away for the Governors, and 4:39, the clock stopping here. First free throw is good. Miles Doyle will check in. Simmental is out. The starting 5 is replenished for the Governors on the floor. 4 of the starting 5 Rough Riders are on the floor as well. Jamre Tiger, who's played like a starter tonight, is the only one still out there off the bench. Second free throw, no good. Here comes Kaiser looking for a steal. And Kaiser knocks it away to the scorer's table. Updated score, it's an 8-point Rider lead, 63-55. As Ishmael sets it up. Near side with it, Hayden Goff. Screen and roll. Moko is good, but wave it off. He traveled. Turnover number 10 for Sioux Falls Roosevelt. And the Governors with good defense that time. Now they need an offensive output. Olson comes near side. Had space. Here's Kaiser. He'll direct traffic. Olson will come back and set it up again. Now Getz on the move. Stop and pop. 15-footer near side is good. Dawson Getz, 20 plus. 63-57. The Governors make it a two-possession game. We're halfway through. Now down to 3:45 in the fourth quarter. Ishmael to Goff. Back to Ishmael. Nasser on the move. Stops in the middle of the lane. Throws one up against the taller players, and that's no good. Caught onto the fly by Zabel. Jet still with it. Tried to get it to Getz. Here comes Nielsen, and he had to save it, but it's back into the hands of Dawson Getz. Now again, Zabel. Oh, he got muscled up. He put it up. It's no good. Had it, and then it was taken away by Hayden Goff. Tough play by Zabel. Somebody got a hand on it, on his shot going straight up to alter the shot, and he couldn't get it to go. Now a kick out. Tiger for three. This time he doesn't get it. Now the rebound is tipped, and it's out to Olsen. The Governors dodge another one. Up ahead. Moko with a clean block of Zabel. Zabel is wondering where the foul is this time. Goff rebounds, and a timeout to be taken by Sioux Falls Roosevelt. There's a lot of Pierre people here, and I don't think any one of them liked the no call that time. 2:50 to play in the fourth. Good ball game, 63-57. Rough Riders by 6. We'll take a 60-second Coca-Cola timeout. We're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Wow. Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
2:40 clock runs. The Rough Riders have the basketball. Shot clock is at 15. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. Colby Carey in studio. It's Caleb Brozick on camera for Live Ticket. And we've got a traveling violation as Ismail against the Governor defense stuttered his step, and I don't know if he got hit in the face or something. He's reacting as such. But a turnover, number 11 for the Rough Riders, and the Governors with 2.5 to play. Try to get set something up to get something put down. Here's Olsen down to the corner. Gets for three. No, that's off the mark. Underneath, Tiger with a rebound. 2 for 5 from long range for Dawson Getz, but a team high 21 points tonight nonetheless. At a season high 29 a week and a half ago at Brookings. 2 minutes to go in this one. Rough Riders chewing some clock as Ishmael penetrates, tried to flip it to Moko. He fumbles it, and Ishmael ends up back with it. He'll reset again. He'll try to drive, and we got a blocking foul on the floor. Dawson Getz will send Ishmael to the free throw line. And Dawson Getz. Nope, no free throws here. That's a foul on the floor. Team foul number 2 for the Governors in the quarter. Roosevelt has 3. We have 1:43 left. It does renew the shot clock at 35. And the Rough Riders seem to be eating some clock. They left, I think they had that one down to single digits. Yeah, they certainly did. The inbound out to Tiger, who makes a good receive. Dribbles near side. Now they'll swing it back the other way. Catch around the perimeter. More clock being chewed up. 2-possession game. Rough Riders lead by 6. Down to 15 in the possession. Goff thought about 3. I don't think he really meant, though. Now Ishmael saves a bad pass from the left wing, dribbling in the lane up against Olsen. It's good. Ishmael scores. 8-point lead. Zabel wants to beat the Riders down the floor, but he is fouled. He will go to the free throw line, but he missed the layup in the process. Carson Hoynes with the foul, his second. Really like what the Governors did. Ishmael made the layup, but he fell down out of bounds. And Zabel had the ball. He threw it to Olsen, who was ready to inbound. Olsen inbounded it to Jet, and Jet just wanted to get on going. That's exactly what he did. He makes the free throw. Now BK is going to take a timeout here with 1 free throw remaining. 65-58 our score. A 30-second Coca-Cola timeout this time. We're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Oh, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
For over 100. Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Free throw coming. Welcome back to Sioux Falls. Back in Pierre a little bit ago at halftime. The Governors led Sioux Falls Roosevelt 28-15. Roosevelt with a 13-6 advantage in that second period, though. Zabel will make the second free throw. He now leads the Governors with 22 points, 65-59. The Governors with full court pressure. Ishmael falling down will get a throw in off the foot of Luke Olsen, and that goes out of bounds on the far side. So the Rough Riders will inbound over there. 1:03 to play here in regulation. Govs need a defensive stop, maybe a couple of threes. Inbound to Tiger, and the Pierre Governors will foul as Miles Doyle will stop the clock here. Doyle's second. Team foul number 3, one more to give yet for the Governors. As Isaiah Garang inbounds to Ishmael. Now they'll get it back up to half court. Governors look like they were trying to foul in the backcourt on the previous sequence. Now Ishmael's pass is tipped. Zabel trying to come up with it. We'll have a jump ball. And the possession arrow belongs to the Pierre Governors. So Pierre does get a takeaway here. Not sure who tipped that basketball, but doesn't matter. Pierre has the possession that they need. Now they need something to fall here. Olsen fires a 3 off of a screen. It's off the mark, no good. Kaiser has a rebound, though. And this time, 3 again. Dawson gets unable to hit. This time it is Logan Nielsen with the rebound. Now it is Ishmael fouled. Olsen the guilty party here. That'll be the last to give for the Governors. And the shot clock turns off with 30 seconds to play in regulation here. Still 65-59 Roosevelt. Inbound comes to Ishmael. He'll get it to Tiger, back to Ishmael across the timeline. Olsen will reach in. That'll be his 4th. And Nasser Ishmael will have to earn him from the free throw line. 24.8 seconds left. Sodak 16 for the boys is next Saturday. The Governors will have a road game. The Governor girls will be at home on Friday night in the Sodak 16. Ishmael's first free throw of the game is good. That makes it a 3-possession lead. 66-59. Not a lot of time left here. Ishmael 2 for 2. He's had a good ball game. He has a lot of good ball games. 16 points. And the Govs will take a timeout as Olsen speeds it across the time stripe. 20 seconds to play. We'll pause for 30 seconds here. A Coca-Cola timeout. Govs trail by 8. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
30 years, Bank West has earned long-term customer relationships by continually adapting to current customer needs while never losing touch with its South Dakota roots. With all our branches and our corporate offices firmly rooted in South Dakota, you can count on Bank West for solutions and service backed by hometown values. We've been there and we'll be there. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking...
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Doesn't have to be a 3, but a 3 would certainly help. The Rough Riders have defended the three-point shot very well tonight. Just a couple down from Dawson Getz in 6 tries. The rest of the team is 0 for 5. Here's Olsen to Getz. He was open, but as he spun around, now he comes back to the top of the key. Shot is up. It's blocked by Garang, but Cade Kaiser catches it underneath, and he'll put it in from point-blank range this time, and the Governors will take their final timeout with 10 seconds to play. We'll pause one more time for 30 seconds, even though it's a full timeout. 67-61. Rough Riders here on River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
With our new online loan application.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Governors have played right with them, but still have not been able to get much closer than 6 points for most of the last quarter and a half. Roosevelt inbounds. Kaiser does not foul Hayden Goff. They get it to Ishmael. Now up to Garang. And finally, the Governors will foul. Miles Doyle will send Garang to the free throw line. I'm not sure why the Govs couldn't get a foul in the backcourt if they really wanted to stop the clock. And now it's academic with 2.8 seconds left. Garang will get a couple of gift free throws. Miles Doyle, third personal foul. Garang does not. Hit the first of 2, though. Roosevelt's going to end the season 14-6 in the regular season. Governors will finish at 500, 10-10. Second free throw is good, 68-61, and that'll do it after the inbound. Your final score. Boy, it was a good ball game, but Sioux Falls Roosevelt comes out on top. 68-61, they defeat the Pierre Governors. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Use their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We'll take a 3-minute break, and the postgame is next. Postgame brought to you by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. You're listening to Governor Basketball and your official home of the Govs, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Happy Leap Month from Beck Motor Company of Pierre. We are celebrating that extra day with $29 off a light detail and $29 for a hand wash in our detail department. In our parts department, we have buy 3 tires and get 1 free. As always, we have the price match guarantee. See all our vehicle offers and specials at www.beck-motors.com. 224-5912.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotaststormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
ADQ fans, crunch into a $6.99 chicken strip basket. It's got crispy all-white meat chicken strips, golden fries, mouth-watering Texas toast, and your favorite dipping sauce like our homemade Hidden Valley Ranch. Is there a more perfect basket? I'm going to go buy a chicken strip basket as soon as I finish with this ad read. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good. Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, and Brian Oakland, along with Colby Carey in studio. And Caleb Brozick here. Governors played hard. They played well. They played like a team that wanted to really play some of their best basketball going into the postseason. They just come up a little bit short here at Roosevelt. The Rough Riders with a good shooting percentage today. And in fact, as I look at the stats, and we'll give them back to you, the Governors are winning just about every statistic in this game. The one that they aren't winning is the field goal percentage, and certainly as a result, the stat that reads what's on the scoreboard. But you look at, let's start with Roosevelt. Pierre led 15-12 at the end of the first quarter, but that second quarter, Roosevelt got hot. They hit 10 of 13 on the floor, and they scored 25 points to the Governors' 16. Pierre had an 8-point lead in the second period. But then Roosevelt came back and scored 10 in a row and took the lead. They led at halftime 37-31, outscoring the Govs by 9 in that quarter. And then the Governors started the second half on a fine run of their own, 8 or 9 in a row. 8 in a row, in fact. They took the lead at 39-37, but then a little bit later on, the Rough Riders had a 9-0 run. And then that's when they took the lead for good. We did have 4 ties and 4 lead changes in this game. But Rosie led 54-49 at the end of the third quarter. And they did build a 61-51 10-point lead in that fourth period. The Governors were hanging tough, but they just couldn't get within less than 6 points at any point in time. Roosevelt wins it by 7, as it turns out, 68-61. Rough Riders were 15 of 27, better than 50% on the floor in that first half. And then they go 12 of 21, 7 of 13 in the third, 5 of 8 in the fourth, 12 of 21 in the fourth quarter. So all told, 27 out of 48 in the game, and 6 of 13 from three-point land, and 8 of 11 from the free throw line. So they're shooting very well from all points, whether it scores 1, 2, or 3 in this game. And they've got 3 double-figure scorers, a very good balance. Hayden Goff will lead with 18 points. Nasser Ismail scores 16. And Jamre Tiger off the bench with 14. He hit 2 threes. Goff had 3. And the Governors did everything they could to defend, but those guys had quick releases and pretty good shooting percentages from downtown. 8 points for Logan Nielsen, and then 4 points each for Isaiah Garang and Akeem Moko. Carson Hoynes and Tayden Nave off the bench with 2 points apiece. 68 on the board for the home team for the Governors on a 13 of 29 effort in the first half, but then they go 7 of 14 in the third quarter, 4 of 12 though in the fourth. 11 of 26 is their second half effort, 24 out of 55 on the game. That's really not bad, all things considered, but consider to what Roosevelt did and the fact that the Govs just hit 2 of 11 from long range, where they are usually a little bit better than that. I think you got to give credit to the Rough Rider defense and diminishing or minimizing the damage, especially from Dawson Getz, but also from Luke Olson from outside the arc. Here it's 2 of 11 from outside, 11 of 17, much better at the free throw line tonight than their efforts on Tuesday night in the loss to Sioux Falls Jefferson. Jet Zabel leads with 22 points. That's game high. Dawson Getz with 21, but that's a lot of the output for the Governors. Cade Kaiser played a good game tonight, 9 points for him. Luke Olson was held to 7, certainly did a lot of other things well, though, in this game. And Eladio Simmental with 2 points on the night, but 68-61. The Govs come up a little bit short. But again, winning other statistics, Govs with a rebounding edge of 29-21, offensively 9-1, the rebounding advantage. Jet Zabel had 5 rebounds at halftime. I'll give him 6 more, so 11 on the game. We'll give him a double-double, 22 points and 11 boards. And the Governors only turned the ball over 8 times compared to 12 for Roosevelt, so they win that statistic. And they win the assist column, 15-12 overall. Luke Olson with 8 dishes. And again, more good ball movement for the Governors, but everything they did well tonight, they just didn't make the same number of shots that the Rough Riders did, as Roosevelt wins at 68-61. More coming up in our Family Dental postgame. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We've got big plays of the game and your player of the game still to come as we continue with your Pierre Governor and Family Dental postgame. This is Governor Basketball.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building, the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
At American Family.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. All available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378. Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls as our Family Dental postgame continues. Brianna Kuzler has made the jaunt all the way up the bleachers to chat with us in this game. So we'll do that before we have big plays of the game and your player of the game coming up. And Coach Kuzler, I tell you what, I know you're feeling that your boys played pretty well tonight. We feel the same up here. And, as I'm looking through the stats, I've gone through them on the broadcast here so far. You win literally every statistic in this game but one, and that's shooting percentage. And Roosevelt shot the ball very well. They got up and down the floor very well. They got in your face a little bit, and the three-point percentage wasn't quite what you were hoping for, I'm sure. But all things considered, I mean, this is a really good ball game against well played against a really good team. That's what you need going into the postseason right now.
Absolutely, and that was the message that we sent to the boys. Obviously, we're going to do everything in our power to try and win tonight. But win or lose, we need to be playing better basketball and inching our way toward being our best basketball of the season when it matters the most, and that's come next Saturday. And we did just that tonight. And it doesn't make the hurt any better, I guess, but there are positive takeaways that we can have from this. I thought identity-wise, it was much better than what it had been. We got back to that transition game that we really have been trying to emphasize. It created a lot of opportunity for us, but really that transition doesn't start without solid defense, and that was another emphasis for us this week, was really communication, defense, and establishing that identity and that making that statement early on the defensive end. And I mean, credit Roosevelt a lot. They made some big plays happen. They knocked down shots when they needed to. There were 2-3 possessions where we lost their shooters, and they made us pay. And those certainly aren't the sole reason that we lose, but those are possessions that, if we're right there, it might be a little bit different. But I think all in all, a great game heading into where we want to be. If we're not winning it, where do we want to be heading into next week for the Sodak game?
Yeah, and I think it did we talked about it, kind of feeling maybe like it was going to be like that Bismarck game, and I think it really was. And it's good to see the guys being able to play with composure, with control. And obviously, I mean, all of the things that you're used to talking about in the pre-games over the course of the season, pushing with patience and all of that, it really came to fruition. But it's just it's kind of refreshing given how the last two games have gone. I don't know if you had good matchups, certainly with Mitchell or whatever, but this was, like I said, a good team. And you matched up well with them, and maybe you'll get a similar matchup somewhere in the postseason against a team that isn't the caliber of Roosevelt. You're not going to fall that far that you're going to get a really bad matchup in the next game. So obviously you're on the right track.
Absolutely, yeah. And just a lot of credit to every single one of our guys, whether they were on the bench or on the floor. There was a ton of energy. They came out with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They wanted to reestablish themselves, because we knew what we were capable of, in the last few games have not been that. We can make excuses, all of that. We were sick tonight. It looked like we were healthier. We were jumping a little bit higher. We were finishing a little bit stronger. Just those little things. Now, but regardless, I think the biggest thing that we can take away from this is just how hard they competed from the tip off to the end of the game. There was no let up. Obviously, it didn't result in a win for us, but there's a lot of good things heading into a week of preparation right now. And that's got to be the focus. We've got to have the mentality that with we're preparing to go and make a statement somewhere, and we want to cut down nets on somebody else's floor come next Saturday.
I think the one thing, if I want to get nitpicky about it, great games from Jet with 22 points, 11 rebounds I've got him for. Dawson Getz with 21. Thing I'll say about Dawson is when he's not hitting threes, he's finding other ways to score. He is still a scorer when he's inside the arc as well. And Jet played maybe his best game, I think, in several weeks tonight. And you'll need more of that, but you need more scoring balance too.
Yes, and Dawson, that was something that we challenged him with, was when they were really applying pressure in the last couple of games, he was settling and being complacent. Because he's really good at shooting threes, but he's also really good at a lot of other things. That's certainly his favorite. We love it when he's shooting threes, but we saw tonight what he's capable elsewhere of doing. And you had guys like Luke and Cade and Miles. And off the bench, we had some guys. Eladio's getting some really quality minutes for us right now. But, Cade took it to the rim and finished well around the rim tonight. Luke was handling a lot of pressure, just some pests on him there for a while that are just really quick. They're tough defenders. And I thought we shared the basketball in transition well, and given us some things obviously we can still take away that we want to continue to improve upon, but certainly a lot of confidence heading into our next game.
Confidence is the key word, and usually this is the point of our discussion at this point where we would talk about our next opponent. You don't know who that is. Coming into tonight, I think it's Rapid City Stevens. I think you'd like another chance at them, but you just don't know. So it's all about keeping that confidence, practicing with that confidence, and then having that when you take the floor in 8 days.
Absolutely. We're excited.
All right, Coach, job well done otherwise, and we'll look for better things next weekend.
Thank you.
Brianna Kuzler, the Governor, head coach. The Governors do fall tonight by 7, 68-61. And there's big plays of the game that help the Roosevelt Rough Riders come out on top. Big plays in our postgame are brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics. Let's hear from them, and we'll touch on those when we come back with more of our Governor postgame. This is Governor Basketball at River 92.7.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that's not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much healthy tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Hermanson Endodontics with big plays of the game. Root canals for me are not big plays of the game, but sometimes they're needed nonetheless to come out on top. And big plays in this one. It's a game of streaks. Some streaks. Roosevelt had 2 streaks. The Governors had 1. The Governors certainly could have used 1 more, but a 10-0 run for the Rough Riders after they faced an 8-point deficit in the second quarter to take the lead. Governors started the second half with a run of 8, but then a little bit later on, Roosevelt scored 9 in a row. They took the lead for good. Midway through that third quarter, they led 54-49 at the end of the third, and again built the lead to 10, but win it by 7 through the fourth quarter. That's those 2 runs for Sioux Falls Roosevelt are the big plays in the game, no doubt about it. Hermanson Endodontics sponsoring our big plays. And there are candidates for Player of the Game coming up. Your Player of the Game brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. And we'll go with the Rough Riders in this one for a Player of the Game. There are certainly some honorable mentions we'll hand out after for the Governors after you hear this from Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Stores is ready for you. Feed the whole family on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas, federal bird stamps, convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champ's Chicken in Pierre and Fort Pierre.
Cowboy Country Stores, players of the game. We take a look, and certainly you've got Jet Zabel looking like Jet Zabel again. 22 points, 11 boards. He's dishing a few assists in this game as well. Dawson Getz with 21 points to help in the cause, and Luke Olson just 7 points. But 8 assists and doing, well, what he does with 5 rebounds in this game. He gets up and comes out of nowhere. And Luke Olson, I just wish offensively I could have seen a little more from Luke tonight, and I'm sure maybe next Saturday in the Sodak 16 we will. But we look at the Rough Riders, and with 3 players in double figures, Hayden Goff with 18, Nasser Ishmael with 16. But to me, the guy that turned the tide in this game with the momentum and timely shooting is Jamre Tiger, a 5'9 junior. Coming in off the bench, he scores 14 points. He had 8 points in the second quarter, but he hit a big 3, part of that rally for Roosevelt in the third quarter. He hit another big 3 in the fourth quarter. He was kind of the guy that just hit the shots, I think, when Roosevelt needed them, and he had a quick fire. Hayden Goff certainly hit some big 3s in this game as well. But with just the spark that Tiger provided, Mitch Begeman doesn't lose much when he goes to his bench at all, and Jamre Tiger is Exhibit A. He is our player of the game. We'll get him a T-shirt noting his accomplishments in helping the Roosevelt Rough Riders to a 68-61 win over the Pierre Governors tonight. Roosevelt finishes the regular season 14-6. The Governors are 10-10, and again, coming into the night, the standings had Pierre in the 10 spot. They would go to Rapid City Stevens if that holds up. But again, Stevens is playing tonight and tomorrow yet, so a lot of things can happen with that. You're probably, I don't know if the Governors will slide unless O'Gorman happens to win a ball game, which is certainly possible. Gorman is in the 11, so you're looking at Pierre in the 10 or the 11. The teams that are in that 6 and 7 range right now would be Watertown, Rapid City Stevens, maybe Huron. That I would imagine one of those 3 schools and teams would be the opponent for the Pierre Governors in the Sodak 16 next Saturday. And that will be, whenever that is and wherever it is, of course, it'll be right here. River 92.7, your official home of the Governors. Governor girls sitting just fine so far. Coming into tonight, they were the 5 seed, and they're got off to a good start against Sioux Falls Roosevelt on KGFX. We'll take a quick look at the scores in this one. And other games. The Governors have defeated Roosevelt now 56-32. So they finished 14-6 on the season. I imagine they'll stay in that 5 spot. Right now, coming into tonight, they would host Huron. Huron is done at 7-13. Rapid City Central could move a little bit. They're right now 8-10, also with 2 games to go. Watertown is somewhere in that vicinity as well. Governors should have a favorable matchup, whether it be Rapid City Central, Huron, or maybe a Watertown. And they'll have that one at home. I'll imagine that to be a 7 o'clock tip-off. We'll be on the air at 6:30 if that's the case on River 92.7 next Friday night. Other girls scores, Brookings beat Sturgis 54-20. Spearfish over Yankton 60-41. Rapid City Stevens leads Washington 51-41. Rapid City Central beats Sioux Falls Lincoln tonight 58-29. Sioux Falls Jefferson over Aberdeen Central easily 59-29. And as my app goes crazy, O'Gorman in the 1 versus 2 matchup defeats Mitchell tonight 51-35. Other boys games, Harrisburg defeats Watertown 53-37. Jefferson no problem with Aberdeen Central tonight 65-34. Mitchell at halftime is leading O'Gorman 31-27. So we talk about the O'Gorman boys right behind the Governor boys. As both teams are 10-9 coming in. The Govs are now 10-10. It'll be a tough game for O'Gorman, but if they pull the upset, they will pass the Govs. If they don't, I imagine they will stay behind Pierre in the power rankings, although Mitchell will get 3 more power points for a loss to, O'Gorman would get 3 more power points for a loss to Mitchell than Pierre will get for a loss to Roosevelt. So things could change a little bit yet. Those are the scores that are reported as of right now. And once again, state wrestling tournament coverage continues tomorrow. The Governor boys trailing 180.5-155, trailing the Sturgis Scoopers. Governors will have 5 wrestlers in the finals in the boys' ranks. They'll have 3 more in the girls' ranks, and the Governor girl lead over Canton is 1 single point heading into placing matches and the championships tomorrow, 128-127. It's a great weekend going if you get a chance to see the Governors. or listen to our coverage. We hope you do on KGFX. We'll have placing matches with reports starting at 10 o'clock on KGFX AM tomorrow, and then live coverage of all championship matches, girls, boys B, boys A, including the 8 total championship matches featuring Pierre Governor wrestlers. That'll all be on KGFX tomorrow, starting at 10 o'clock. Remember, as we travel on our way home, that the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds us to think twice in case of ice. Slow down, drive for winter conditions. We've got some place to be. That's a reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Big thanks to Caleb Brozick for being here, running camera once again on Live Ticket. Rewatch this game on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com. And for Colby Carey running the show in studio, I'm Brian Oakland. As the final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard has Sioux Falls Roosevelt defeating the Governors 68-61. This has been a presentation of your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com. Good evening, everybody.